Welcome to Knight Kingdom YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell icon so you won't miss any other video. Make sure you have watched part 1 and part 2 before watching this video. Link is in the description. Let's do some chess quiz before learning different chess openings. Let's get started with the positional quiz where you have to name the position of each chess piece. Without wasting much time, let's start. Name the position of each piece. F4. Knight C5. Knight B2. Rook G1. Rook H7. Rook C6. King C3. King A5. King E5. Queen D3. Queen G4. Queen D8. Queen C5. Queen B2. Bishop D1. Bishop B6. Bishop C5. Bishop G6. Now, let's play move quiz. Here, I will play a video of a few moves of a chess game. Write down each move like you learned in the previous video. Good luck. I will tell the answers. See if you have written correctly. First move E4 D6. Second move D4 Knight F6. Third move Knight C3 G6. Fourth move Bishop E3 Bishop G7. Fifth move Queen D2 C6. Sixth move F3 B5. Seventh move Knight GE2 Knight BD7. If you have carefully watched the seventh move, notations are pretty much confusing. The idea was to move knight to e2 square. As you can see, both knights can move to that square, but we wanted to move knight on g square to e2, so we write it as NGE2. Also, the same applies to black's move where knight on b square is moved to d7 square. So we write NBD7. Also, don't write it as NB8D7. Let's take another case where similar pieces can move to the same square. In this case, we have to move one of our rooks to e3. If I move rook on h3 to e3, we write as RHE3. And if I move rook on e6, then we write as REE3. Let's take a special case where two rooks are on the same line. You can see the positions of the rooks. Let's say we wanted to move one of our rooks to e3. If I move rook on e1, then we write it as r1 e3. Because they are on the same line and so they have alphabet E in their position. So we don't write re e3 because it doesn't make sense because two rooks are on the same line. Now, if we move rook on e6 to e3, we write r6 e3. Hold on, I'll explain it more clearly. Let's say the same pieces are on the same line, in our case, it's rook. And we move them in the same line as shown. So, in this case, we will write as a piece name followed by a small dash and square to which piece moved. In this small dash, we will write an alphabet or a number. You'll understand in a while. In our case, the piece is rook, so we write as r. As you can see, the positions of two rooks, and they have alphabet E as common. And rook on e1 moves to e3. We will write 1 and leave out E of rook e1 as E is common in both rooks. And square to which it moves is e3. So r1 e3 is the name for this move. Let's see the other way around and move rook on e6 to e3. How do you write this move? If your answer is r6 e3, then you are right. Now, let's see what happens if similar pieces are on the same line but in a horizontal direction. If the rook on e3 is moved to g3, then we will use the alphabet and write it as reg3. Do not write it as r3g3 because both rooks have 3 in their original position. If we move rook on h3 to g3, then we will write rhg3. I hope you have understood these lessons. In the next video, we will start with chess openings. So the first opening we will see is the Sicilian defense. Thanks for watching. Stay chessing.